We're a tiny nation on the edge of Vancouver Island, and anytime we get to talk about where we're from and show where we're from, it means so much.
The purpose for Tiičma by Kayuka Checklist was to establish and rebuild the economy in their territory and beyond. They wanted to create their own source revenue to develop not only their businesses but their economy.
I grew up here my whole life, and I'm a fisherman and a hunter, so I use the land and the water.
We have our fisheries department, we have our education department, we have all these other departments and directors now. We have directors that can sit in these roles.
With the kayaking business out at Spring Island there, we just recently acquired that within the past couple years, and that's been going, building the businesses we currently have and trying to acquire new ones. And then with our lodge, that was an existing business as well, and that we purchased, and that's been going for I think 8 years now.
We're way out in the woods. We're literally from the bush, so we're far away from any kind of paved roads, any kind of malls. But you know, this is home. This is life. I always say home is medicine, and whenever I'm home, I always feel that energy is just the positivity. You think about how it's going to affect our environment. We try to incorporate our teachings that we were taught of, because we're natural caregivers to our lands and our waters, from our rivers to our lakes.
We're also looking into the future about how we can reduce our carbon footprint. We're developing partnerships with organizations that want to bring clean energy, net zero waste development.
We got to visit our old village up in Checklisset, and that was amazing to be able to ride through there and see the totem pole, the history and everything. You just soak it all in. It's so hard to explain. It's a passion.
As far as Tiičma goes, like just striving for economic independence and trying to gain as much control over our traditional territory as possible.
We can't rely on logging. We can't rely on fishing. Those are things that we shouldn't have to rely on, and that we can create our own and find our own unique ways that we live out here, and how we could have our businesses out here and thriving.
When we're thinking about citizens, the community, we have to consider how we can support nation citizens to become part of the opportunity.
There's definitely more employment for our members around here now that we own businesses, and a lot more say in the industries that we are involved in.
We're literally just starting out, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds, because this is for our future generations. This is one day I want to see my son in this position and taking people through our lands,